The models look good. We have our Merc. This is going to be your class where you can play with that hammer per se, or you can play with the sword and shield. They are kind of going to be your more tankier class, but also have like more so your slower cast time abilities or slower abilities, but they hit hard. They hit hard. Then we have our Sork. I am going to test out Sork again. I played between Sork and Shadowstrix last time, but today we're gonna go back onto the Sork grind. You have a staff. You do not have, the option to go between the two different weapons like some of the other classes do. But you have your staff. You can go for more an elemental build and do what they have. They have lightning, they have fire, and they have ice. So you can kind of go between those builds, like elemental builds, or you can go towards more of a Stardust. So you have your elemental build and your Stardust build when it comes to Sorcerer. Like where you can throw rocks, or you can have like a gravitational pole, or things like that. So they have two different sides, kind of like that skill tree that you can go on with the Sorcerer. Then from your Sorcerer, you have the next class is going to be your Black Arrow class. This is going to be your other another one of your range classes that has obviously the bow and arrow. Now they have grenades that launch that kind of are able to launch people back. The cool thing about the Black Arrow as well is they have abilities such as like frost arrows and poison arrows, which ultimately can tick down your health. So this is also another great class if you like more of like a ranged class. And then this is what you have with Black Arrow. Black Arrow has a lot of good movability as well for that range class. So they are able to, you do not want to get caught as the Black Arrow or any of the range classes, because your Merc and your Withered Knight and your Shadowstrix will hit hard. They will hit hard. Shadowstrix is your other class that you have. This is the class that I played. This class, you can switch between your dagger and your dual blades, and you're able to actually actively switch between them in combat. So during combat, you will have, you're able to throw your dagger. You have moves that will you can stop people from healing. You're able to enter kind of like the Shadowvel realm, where you can kind of go invisible and be able to sneak up on people. But even when you're sneaking up on people, people will know you're coming because they get a heartbeat effect. You get a heartbeat effect when a Shadowstrix is close to you. Also, Black Arrow can also give that heartbeat effect too. But they can find people in stealth mode. That's another cool thing about Black Arrow. And that's why I think Black Arrow is a really good teammate to have on if you're playing in a 3v3 team. So like I said, you can switch between the two weapons while playing as Shadowstrix. I really loved this class. But like I said, we're going to go back to Sorcerer for the time being, and then, we'll probably try out all the other classes as we go. And then we have our Seer, guys. This is going to be kind of like your healing class, or it has damage, and it also has heals. So Seer kind of goes between the two of those. You can put down a lot of different AoEs with Seer, which is really nice. So those AoEs that you're able to put down are, you can have healing AoEs or you can have damage AoEs. Seer also has the ability to kind of bubble up your teammates. So when your teammates are kind of in that little bubble that goes around you, you're able to kind of have protection while you are being fought against, and it helps you in that 3v3 it helps you in that 3v3 aspect. So Seer is also great to have on your team. Alright, and then our last class here is the class that a lot of people are excited for that ended up getting buffed. So this is going to be our Withered Knight class. You have obviously your kind of sword and shield, but then the new thing that they have is now your spear and shield. I can't speak much towards Withered Knight. They were more so your DPS class. They have a grab ability. It looks like with their new sword and shield, or their new spear and shield abilities, they have a lot more where it looks like they can corner people and actually bring those ranged characters in. So if they are getting ranged, it looks like they will be able to close that gap and have gap closers from the ranged characters. So as a ranged player, and if you're going to play range, you're really going to want to watch out for those Withered Knights now, because they have a lot more gap closers now that are going to be able to attack you as a ranged class. So this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be interesting. I'm excited to see how it goes.